Hey there. Uh, this is kind of in response to TJPyramid's Mill Creek set, uh, the video that he did. I really enjoyed that. I remember doing a video on Mill Creek early on, and I thought it's time to revisit that. So I'm going to do a revisit on my Mill Creek collection. I'm going to get into a little bit more. Some of the ones I've got anyway. I agree, TJ, that Mill Creek does some incredible sets. And people bitch and whine way too much about it being, oh no, it's VHS quality. Well, you know what? When there was only VHS, you watched VHS quality. Everything doesn't need to be remastered and redone. And like, where's the features? 50 movies. That's a feature. Paying $15 to $20 or $10 for a movie, which people normally don't mind doing, but paying like that same price for like 50 or 100 or whatever movies, that's incredible. But first, I have to let out a little rant. I love Linear Claire's videos, and I agree with most part on, like, Nashville definitely didn't belong in the top 10. It wasn't even Robert Altman's best film. If I was going to put any Robert Altman film in the top 10, and I wouldn't, to be honest with you, I don't know, MASH? But method acting. I am a child of acting. I wanted to act when I was young, and I just did a lot of like theater, community theater, all the stuff. And I was growing up, doing classes. I wanted to become an actor, but my grandparents thought I should do something more stable. So I ended up going into journalism and blah. I got married and a bunch of stuff. Anyway, one thing I do know from acting is that acting, real acting, it's not method. You don't immerse yourself into the character to the point where you lose yourself. That's bullshit. Any actor that tells you that is blowing smoke up your ass. There are actors that do that, but those actors are the ones that take themselves way too seriously. It doesn't work that way. It's like Olivier said, just act. That's all you do. If you can do it, you read what's on the page, you make it believable, and you act. If you have to become the character, if you have to dress like the character all the time, you're not acting. You're just trying too hard because you can't act. Anybody can method. Acting's harder because it's actual work. It's easier work than a lot of people do. I'm sure if you had the choice between being road work and acting, you're definitely going to choose acting. Better money, and there's more stuff available to it. So again, that's my rant. Is that method acting isn't real acting. Some people may disagree, but I'm sorry. I've been up there on stage. You know, method act is bullshit. That's like, we're really wrestling. No, we know you're not. You know you're not. Don't. The older guys that try and still like pretend that it's real and stuff like that. Okay, we get it. You grew up in a time when it was supposed to be real, but method acting doesn't. Because I liked Heath Ledger. I passed on. Sad. He was into the role of the Joker. I got no time for that. And a lot of people would, oh my God, you can't say that. Heath Ledger passed away. He's a great actor. That was a guy that was scared. because it was taking on a role that Nicholson had done. And Heath Ledger did a great job with it. But did Heath Ledger have to be dead now because he supposedly method acted the character so much that it drained him and he accidentally took some overdose? No. It's a tragedy. But method actors, I'm calling you out. It's bullshit. As Penn and Teller would say. Method acting is bullshit. Now, to get on to the Mill Creek thing before I run out of time. I have a few of my Mill Creek sets here. I love them. I'm just going to go through some, basically let you know whether I like them or not. Kind of, maybe get more in depth in these later. This is one I picked up, and you'll see this at any Walmart for $5 or less. The John Wayne 25 films plus documentary. And why did I buy this when I have so many John Wayne films in my collection? Well, obviously these are some of the cheaper ones and stuff like that, but it's got his private secretary, which is John Wayne, in a non-Western role. But most of all, I wanted this for the American West of John Ford. That the documentary there, the 1971 documentary done here. I was born. You do the math, and I really wanted to get this. So I recommend that one for $5. You get the documentary and some movies. Okay, here is Vampire Undead, the Vampire Collection. Why did I pick this one up? Well, Autumn Age Vampires was a fun film. Bloody Vampire, of course. Count Dracula's Vampire Brides, which is actually Satanic Rites of Dracula. Horror Express, very fun film. You know, there's a lot of real classic films on here. Nosferatu's on here. Vampire Happening. So that's kind of a European one. Vampire's Night Orgy. Where First the Vampire Women, which is most often seen Paul Naschy film in these sets here. Just a lot of really cool stuff. The Witch's Mountain. Stuff here that you can't find or would be expensive to buy, and you may not be sure if you really want to buy the special edition of Vampire Happening or Vampire's Night Orgy or something like that. A good way to get in and see yourself if it's something that you really want. It's like to get something like this. Watch the film, and if you really think you're going to want to watch the features on it, then bam, you got the. This is one that my better half picked up. Clash of the Libyans. Alibaba, The Avenger, Giant Marathon, great film, Steve Reeves. A lot of Hercules movies, Alan Steele, Mark Forrest, Gordon Scott, Peter Lupus, who you'll all remember from, well, hopefully, from Mission Impossible. This was probably one of my best sets. The Chilling Classics. There's two of these. One of these has some movies on it that I wanted. Unfortunately, that set got taken off. Oh, well, some movies on the set got taken off and reissued with some other ones. The reason I picked up this Chilling set, though, it has some great movies on it. The Hearse is one that I remember liking as a kid. Of course, still some you get some that go over like Horror Express, but then you got stuff like Hands of a Stranger, The Ghost is a great Barbara Steele film, Driller Killer with Abel Ferreira, which makes me want to go buy actually the actual big disc set of the Driller Killer. Silent Night, Bloody Night. I'm still waiting for a really good edition of that. Sisters of Death was like a TV film that I really liked in the day, and I wanted to have it. Nightmare in Wax with Cameron Mitchell. Just a lot of really good stuff. And a lot of these were like you probably saw back in the day. If you went to your Kmart or something like that, and you looked in the EP section, and you're like going through, you'll see like these like movies that you rarely heard of, and they had like kind of cool covers, or they had like kind of reddish covers, which is like a picture on them. And they were either super cheap or. But they were ultra rare. The next one I mentioned in my comment section of TJ's video, and that's Primetime Crime Collection, which I think I'm going to call Primetime Crime Time. Anyway, so it's got some like best of episodes from like Wise Got the Commish, Hunter, Cobra, Grace American Hero, 10 Speed and the Brown Shoe, Silk Stocking, 20 Jump Street, and Booker, which is great. This is a Stephen J. Cannell collection. He did all those shows. But what it has that's really cool It's 42 episodes from 4 previously unreleased series, so complete series of shows that are either unreleased or were cancelled. Missing Persons has all 8 episodes of that series. Broken Badge is all 7 episodes of that show. Palace Guards, all 9 episodes of that series. And Unsub, all 8 episodes of that. And Unsub is very, very, very much like Criminal Minds. You really got to check that out. Having those shows that have not come out on DVD in any format at all, or VHS, just come out here, it's incredible. It has them all complete. It's an amazing set. By the way, this set, if you go to your local Excess Cargo, they may have it for actually $9.98, and I really, really do recommend it. Next up is the best movie collection that I got out of them all, was the drive-in movie classics. There were a lot of great stuff on this. Creeper with Hal Holbrook, 1977. What is that film? Look it up. 1977, Hal Holbrook. Alternate title, Creeper. It's actually a good film. You got some cool stuff with Killing Her Now. Of course, stuff like cheesy stuff with Zombies. Jive Turkey. I haven't really watched that one yet. In Hot Pursuit, The Lazarus Syndrome. Legacy of Blood, Moon of the Wolf, which is Dave Jansen, Mad Dog, The Manipulator, Mickey Rooney, Shock, Vincent Price, Savage Journey, Richard Mall, another good film. Find out what it is. Savage Journey, Richard Mall, 1983. What is it? Savage Weekend. Spare Parts Toward the Anchor, Trauma, Fabio Testi, 1978. Unsane with Anthony Bencicio. Unsane is Tenebrae. It's a cut version of Tenebrae. Prime Time, Don't Know Until Christmas, which I ended up buying the special edition of after seeing this. There's a lot on here. Incredible stuff. Blaxploitation and horror and action. It's an amalgamation. The drive-in movie classics is a great one. And there's another great one. If you like these type of movies, this is a no-brainer. Spaghetti Western 44 movie collection. Honestly, Django, Sartana, They Call Him Cemetery, George Eastman, Fabio Testi, Klaus Kinski, Jeffrey Hunter, George Hilton, Lady Van Cleef, Jack Palance, Gordon Mitchell. Just so many greats on this. This is one I picked up. You know, I've never actually looked at this since I picked it up. But it has some cool stuff. Best of TV Detectives. The TV one. It has Adventures of Fu Manchu, Adventures of Valerie Queen, and then normal stuff, and then Bulldog Drummond. As an episode of Checkmate, Decoy, Federal Man, Mr. and Mrs. North, Michael Shane, the series, Public Defender, Racket Squad, Richard Diamond, and The Shadow. It's a pilot for The Shadow that was done. Lone Wolf, and a bunch of others. A lot of shows that aren't on DVD, but you'll find some of them here, and you get a taste of what they were like. Decoy was, with Beverly Garland, was kind of a very much a policewoman type thing, way before there was a policewoman. Anyway, there's my rant on method acting. There's my video on Mill Creek. Well, the Mill Creek I can find right now. There could be another one coming up. But thanks a lot for watching. Hope my rant didn't offend anyone. I just wanted to get that out there and talk about it. And it's time for tea, because I ended up watching a video before the rant and made this video. Yeah, really easy to. Canary Claire, TJPyramid, Oz, all you guys, loving your stuff, loving your comments. Time for tea.